for quality on this. I don't know. The snowball isn't even registering as being plugged in. Oh no.
Pardon. Oh.
Okay. So theoretically, our audio should be coming up on stream.
This
How is it?
sounds pretty good.
Okay. So it might be picking up the blue snowball, despite the fact. Oh no, now it's plugged. Okay. Now it's picking up the blue snowball. Wasn't earlier. Fun. Okay. Yep. Okay. And how is the balance of it? Music balanced well compared to the voice?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Sounds good.
Okay, might need to make it a little bit quieter for whatnot. You're on the Twitch, but
I'll also check YouTube.
the restream messages aren't going through. It says that they've sent through both.
Shows up on video.
Shows up on the stream, but not in the chat. Interesting.
Yeah. I don't get that.
Interesting. Okay. Sure.
It showed up on the YouTube chat.
Showed up on the YouTube chat.
Yeah, it's right there.
Weird. It's just not
Yeah.
showing up on the Twitch.
I
That's
don't
weird.
get it.
Okay. Well,
We're fine.
all that being said, we can actually get part two. Possibly. Ah, just on my generic art slideshow. That's why things were weird. Okay, the Dancing Devil slideshow.
A lamp out?
What?
Blue lamp.
Yeah. Little bit more flat angle.
Yeah.
So that we're both a little bit more equivalent. Yes.
How's that?
That's the wrong one.
Oh, yes, it is.
That one's yours. This
Yeah.
one's mine.
Yeah.
That one's a bit tall, and it's right in front of the brown coat, so it's not picking up at all.
Yeah.
So
What are we doing?
removing the brown coat.
Okay.
Hi, Internet. How we doing out there tonight? Can we get a healthy dose of Hoyas in the shower, just to let me know that you can say that without all the letters you type? Hi!
For now. Okay.
The best part is I always look incredible. That's all. And also, if I stand up perfectly straight, it looks like it goes on forever.
That is true, yes. It does go on forever if you stand up perfectly straight. That's
You're
not,
right.
it just doesn't just look like it.
Guys, the
It is
hat
entirely
is a
true.
chimney right now. I feel Santa pounding on my scalp as we speak.
Somehow the first time I've said that sentence.
Okay. Well. Running through a checklist, make sure we have everything. We should be good. Okay. Okay. Groovy.
In my all groovy and then hoovy, my duty.
Nope, we do not need that yet. That's for the recap.
Fool.
Brain, work at the introduction.
Foolish.
Okay. Well, hello, and welcome back to Dancing with the Devil. I am Master Kjarl O'Larlandine the First, and this is...
Me! I'm Gimmick and I'm playing Lord Voltaire Cassalanter, who has no chest hair.
And I'm also playing Lord Voltaire Cassalanter, who has the same amount of no chest hair.
Did I do better with Flip this time?
Oh,
I tried. I've been practicing for a week.
Well, it was definitely more quippy.
Good! Okay, we're getting there.
You play Quiplash and input a novel.
Honestly, I do.
Um,
Don't call me out.
Thank you. Thank you to both Vince Vept and Shane Ivers for the wonderful music that we'll be hearing. Vince Vept was so kind to give us the ability to play their music on stream, and Shane Ivers has their music in the public domain, which is a real cool thing to do. Our story tonight will be from Dancing with the Devil, Chapter 2, Fear and Delight. It is primarily inspired by the songs I Wish I Knew You by the... I actually didn't bother reading this properly the first
Cool. Terrible host. Ban him.
Revivalists, I believe.
String him up in the stumps.
I Wish I Knew You by the Revivalists. Blindfolded by Morchiba.
Chiba.
And Hell and You by Amigo the Devil, as well as Who Knew by the Correspondence.
So excited and afraid and delighted.
After... I need to retake that. I need to retake that. I stopped and forgot to write a recap. So, quickly brainstorming a recap.
Remember, any interaction is good, so point and laugh.
Yes. Do, please. Yeah.
Well, let's remember, everything is...
The past year has been, well, stressful is an understatement for Lord Voltaire Cassalanter. Past years when Voltaire became a lord and left the monastery. It is also when he has become more in the public eye in Waterdeep and rejoined the villas, galas of parties, through this time, Voltaire has had one companion that was there through all of it. His own reflection. His own reflection, which either reflection seems to reflect different sides of Voltaire. Sides that are more cautious or more reckless. More selfless or more selfish. Sides that encourage fun and carefreeness, or duty and being bound to work. Voltaire has not had a lot of time to slow down. But after Saint Argus returned to Waterdeep and took over the Crusades once again, Voltaire has slipped back, even if so slightly, into the shadows. Out of the limelight. And fire. Perhaps into the fire is a good way to put it. Voltaire has taken a moment to relax, to take a load off. That moment has lasted a while, and Voltaire himself has likely lost track of time. As we open in what I believe you are the one introducing and controlling. The Artery. 5 a.m.
The Artery, as some may remember, is a secret speakeasy of sorts, mostly dealing with potions of various alchemical properties. Frequented by the folks working through the lower streets of Waterdeep, trying their best not to get spotted and narked on. It's a beautiful place. Smoke hangs from the ceiling. Orange lights accent against the purple walls. There's a lot of veiny decor and stuff. And it is tended currently by one nasty looking dude. The satyr, probably mid to late 30s. Hairline not respecting him in the least. The scraggliest chin beard you've ever seen. Donning a leather jacket with more spikes than should be able to fit on it. This satyr, the bartender, Fitchel Tuxedo.
Yeah. As you're at the bar, right?
Yeah.
This is, of course, a potion speakeasy. What kind of potion are you having? As a reminder, there is snuff pot. Pot means liquid. There's snuff pot, smoked, or vapor.
Now, what's the difference between the smoke and the...
So, smoked is more in a pipe or whatnot, but vapor is more like it's just put in a bottle and then it vaporizes. And you're... smoke is...
less of a vape break, more of a hookah.
Yeah, that could be a way of putting it. Yeah.
Okay.
Whereas smoke is something that you put in and then put the potion itself on fire.
Gotcha.
So the smoke is the byproduct of it.
Yeah.
But the vapor is the potion vaporized itself.
Well, I'm gonna say Voltaire has stronger lungs, and therefore is going with the vapor.
Yes. And as he is going with the vapor, he, are you saying more of like a, well, you'd be at the bar currently, you said, right?
Yeah.
So, is there like essentially like a hookah tap where like the bar, like,
Basically, yeah.
like, yeah, or,
And of course,
they-
in keeping with the theme of the name, are all shaped like IVs.
they're all, yeah, just like coming out of like this big hookah behind the bar or
Yes.
whatever.
Yes.
Yeah. Hookah slash potion still.
Yes, exactly. It's very complicated to keep in the head when it's theater of the mind, but it's in there. No, wait, I got it now. Yeah, I know exactly what it looks like. It's that.
What are the vibes of it?
The vibe of...
Like, is it more like, yeah, Middle Eastern hookah, or is it like more like, that is a moonshine still? Like,
I'd say moonshine decorated to be more authentic, but definitely not specific to any specific region.
Right.
In truth, it's more just for the appearance.
love it. Yeah, and as Voltaire is taking a puff from their hookah, from their artery, shall we say?
I don't get it. Explain it to me.
The kind of like takes a puff and then like holds it out, kind of looks at it for a bit, and then sees a figure approaching in the reflection of the metal close to the nozzle, as it appears to be a reflection of Voltaire himself. As then someone sits in the chair next to you. You look over and it's Natalie Mosley.
Okay. Oh! Expecting to see you here? Oh.
Well, what can I say? I like,
Booze.
well, I like surprising you.
Okay, I'll take it. Well, it's good to see you either way. What brings you here?
Well, as you said, the booze.
Ah, there we go.
Well, generally more the potions.
Yeah.
I find speakeasy booze to not be quite as good, as it's not their main product. Shall we
Yeah,
say?
it's not great. It's, you know, the whole thing of like, waiter, there's a fly in my soup. I think it's intentional here. I don't know if that's like, that adds to the vibe or something like that. But they're very insistent on only the alcohol being crunchy. I ran out of words already. Yeah, your turn to talk. Actually, I've just
How
decided.
long have you been on the bar?
Well, what's today?
It's... well, at this point, it's 6th, and therefore, the beginning of the second day of the midweek.
Okay, so it's still the same day as when I got in here. I know that for sure.
You get out in here at 1 a.m.?
I don't know. It's really impossible. Excuse me.
As-
Go there.
Yeah, as like Voltaire sneezes, it's definitely like a poof, like colorful.
Yeah.
Um.
A big purple puff.
Yeah.
What? How does a cloud have stripes? I don't understand. Sorry. Whew. I don't know how long I've been in here. I've sort of lost track of time. We're just here for now.
Yeah. Natalie kind of like looks away, and as she looks away, go ahead and make a perception check. She's just kind of like looking over the room.
4.
Yeah. So, she's just kind of like looking around.
I'm convinced perception checks are cursed. What if we call them something else, like the do well roll, and then like.
Paper's low hanging. Lights are low. Why not? As your reflection turns back to you.
Oh!
I like surprising you.
What? So where is she?
You for not here.
She is risen.
Well, probably not.
Okay. What?
She's not dead either,
Okay.
likely.
Okay. What is it? What has happened?
You forget, like, he, like, snaps his finger and his, like, your hand burns away into, like, a scaled hand. He snaps again and it turns back. Nope. Like, just...
I forgot. So yes, I did. Okay.
been at the bar a while.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. What's up? Did I forget to be existential about
like,
something?
your reflection taps on the bar,
Mitchell.
presumably, yeah, Fidgel just like would probably hand him a hookah as like puts some gold coins on the table.
Mm-hmm.
Does it always have to be existential?
That's what I like to hear.
Come now, I bought you hot cocoa before.
Yeah, well, yeah.
It doesn't always have to be
I know.
existential.
I know. I'm sort of messing with. I'm partially I was.
Of course you.
I'm gonna hydrate.
Just grabs like a bottle from the person next to you or something.
100%. Just like, I think I'm immune to fire now. Ooh. Dusty. It's wet though. I don't get it. Dusty.
Like your reflection reaches over.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Drinks.
I don't get
Who
what.
likes this?
I don't know. Well, let's look over at who's drinking. Oh yeah, that's exactly who it would. Anyway,
Ooh, you're the one DMing this scene.
Good point. I forgot. You know, it's one of them. It's Wicador. He's just there. I'm not relevant to the plot.
Just describe him, not everyone.
Oh yeah,
like, we have an audience.
Imagine just the concept of a scraggly little henchman, and then give it horns the size of Timbuktu, big bright orange dude, glowing eyes, teeth like an anglerfish, blue spots on here like a braided mohawk going down halfway his back, tattered clothes that he definitely pulled out of a dumpster. What else?
With that in
Zentarum tattoo somewhere.
With that in context, Harry just looks at the bottle It makes a bit of sense.
Yeah.
Slides it down the counter and back at him. Is he even conscious?
He is, but he's just like staring at the wall.
So the bottle is just in front of him.
Yeah. I think, yeah, you know what? Hold on. 11, and his modifier is like, I want to say 3, so 14. That'll do. It slides by him, and he just catches it in his teeth and just holds it. Like a full Uncle Fester with a light bulb situation.
Well,
It also glows. Don't know why. Go on. You know what? Let's not talk to that guy.
fair enough.
I think he's going through.
Fair enough.
Ugh.
Oh. How are you doing? Come here often.
You would know. I mean,
How's me?
I just needed to load off. It's been so much over and over and over.
This has looks at the mechanical porcelain covered hand. Like snaps his fingers with like a tea party sound, right? It's
Yeah.
porcelain on porcelain.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh. Ooh, I didn't even try that before. That's interesting.
if we need to ever call for a speech for a married couple to start kissing.
I'd like to propose a toast. Someone brings toast. No. Sorry, I wasn't recording.
It's just
That's not.
Mitchell turns around with toast.
That's not what I want. I'm sorry, man. I don't know what you want from me. I'm sorry. Okay. Haven't done his
Wash
voice in a
down
year.
the powder. Your reflection like breaks off half of the toast piece.
A toast. Love dry bread. What else? Oh goodness. I don't. Well, what about you? It has been.
It just like blows the vapor onto the toast. Well, cooped up, I suppose. Party was nice. The Bright Sword Gala.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Yeah. That went all right. I think so.
It went
I
fine.
think so. Yeah. Poor kid's still afraid he's gonna get kidnapped, but you know.
That's what siblings do, I suppose.
Presumably.
Yeah, kidnap each other.
Yeah.
That's what I think they do.
I think that's exactly what you did do.
To be fair, Beatrix has been tormenting Dante for the entire time I've known them.
I don't know where she gets it. It's... No, I do, actually. Yeah, I do. I forgot about him.
But this... Well, nice change of speed as well. Galas are all hoity-toity, and sometimes you need to get away from the string quartets. Get down to where there's some jazz or whatever this racket is.
I'll be honest, I don't even like string instruments that much. I don't know why I've learned the violin. I just did, and like I felt it just like that's well, you're a rich boy, so you gotta, you know.
Well, I mean, choice history moments.
I guess, yeah.
Playing tricks, playing the viola, violin, whichever.
Whichever. You know, I'm so sorry. I just realized this is like for the first few times I actually asked you about you. You're always around helping me. I should.
Well,
What's on your mind?
Isn't it enough for me just to be you?
Not for you? Because you don't have to.
I like being in you, what can I say? It's good skin.
I don't like it. I don't like it. Ah. What are we? What is this? I don't know what potion this is. Well, better keep putting it in.
I would probably guess a downer, relaxant, some kind.
That explains why it's mostly empty. Yeah, that adds up. That adds up. Yeah. Sorry, I'm here still. Hello.
I mean, what do you want me to? As it's Natalie again. The skin's quite good too.
You know, it's not. It doesn't have to be up to me. Who are you? You are you.
I'm me and... I'm me. Back to Voltaire.
I think you just like doing that. I think you're just really into the pronoun, like, pun thing. Is it a pun? I don't, doesn't matter.
Maybe. Sometimes you have to entertain yourself when you do this for a while.
Honestly. You know,
What have you been doing for a while?
you know,
Because I know we're not talking about the same thing.
huh? Sorry, drugs? They're in here.
You have been doing drugs for a while. You are right.
I don't understand what you're saying. I missed something. Did I miss something? I think I'm missing very obvious context clues and I'm not reading it.
Well, be more blunt if I want.
Yes! I've been saying this for so long.
Like, your reflection kind of looks down to the counter for a second, shrugs, grabs the hookah, takes a deep inhale, but you can tell that it's largely just in. And then looks at you, reaches out and grabs the back of your head, and like leans in, and then exhales the what was in his mouth into yours. Go ahead and make a con save.
Yeah! 13.
Yeah. As your reflection kind of sits back, you kind of feel like your body kind of there's the firing in your head that's kind of you should be kind of tensing up out of surprise.
Yeah.
But your body just relaxes. Is that the kind of forward you wanted? Clear?
I was expecting words.
Well, if you prefer words, you could always be a bit more forward with words.
You know, hold on, there's side effects. You know.
Where all the way from? Been together for about a year. So you haven't had a lot of questions. At least not said them.
Right.
What do you not want to know?
That's a new one. Ooh.
Don't look too deep into it.
Okay. Why not? I. Part of me doesn't want to know why you're bothering to be things. Like, I get, yeah, contracts, whatever, but after that, what does this come to for you?
Well, is entertainment not enough?
So I entertain you.
Greatly.
Alright. Very good.
Met your kind before, but none quite like you.
So, there's sure there's a bunch of anxious idiots like me. I don't. Nothing.
Not quite. Think about it. What? I, Voltaire, came back to Waterdeep to do what? Kill a fiend, right? Hunt fiends, figure things out. And instead, found myself well, myself and some old friends and a woman that's strangely similar to me, except with colorful hair and a bit broader.
I'll write down, sir, if I remember correctly.
Pretty much everything I would have wanted. Natalie, it really is the, it's almost designed for you, right?
There is no Natalie, is there?
What do you mean?
Like a...
You've seen her plenty of time.
Did I?
Well, if you didn't, that change your perspective on
I mean, no,
me a little bit?
No, it's I mean, it's flattering that you would, that's something that you would do, but I mean, I don't.
But am I flattering me? Me.
Stop it!
Never!
Oh my god. Okay, look, I don't. Look, it's fun, and I appreciate it, but you know, it's not. It doesn't have to, you know, just be all masks. You know?
Is to say I'm anything more? Think
You
about it, is this
would.
not a mask? Is flesh on top of your soul? Do I even have a set flesh on top of mine?
You literally just saw it on your, yes, my arm. Yeah.
I turned my hand into a dragon-born hand.
Yeah.
That was not me.
Okay, I don't remember.
You want to see the rest of it?
Of the dragon?
The dragon-born.
Oh yeah,
that
yeah. Sorry. Sure. Yeah.
it snaps the fingers, and it's a Did I say a color, or did I just
Red.
say scaled? Yeah, it's just a red dragonborn with like golden chains between their horns. They have like a scar and what clearly would have been like a tooth that was taken out by like a sword strike or whatnot is replaced with a golden fang.
Wow. It's impressive.
It is.
It's really good.
Creative, huh?
Yeah. What? All right, I gotta know. What's your process for like making a person?
Really?
Yes.
Burns away back into Voltaire. Just good at bullshit. Make things up as you go. There's small details and whatnot, but people really go a long way to just assuming something is as it should be.
True. Very true.
I mean, if I was to change form or a dragonborn, I may put a little bit more thought into it.
Go on.
But you're not exactly an expert on dragonborn culture.
No. Not at all. Yeah, clearly. That was a whole...
I mean, there's. I'm sorry. Go on.
Why can't you be happy with this being me? With me being me?
I weirdly am. Like, it's weird. I couldn't. When this all started, I'll be blunt. Couldn't stand you.
It's always like, but are you doing the right thing? How do you know you're not just like your parents? Ooh,
That whole thing. But it's easier. It's been easier. Repeatedly. It's more. Cordial? Is that the word? Natural. It feels fine. You're good to be around. And I mean, I hope it's not narcissistic to say, but I like seeing you around.
I like being around you. It's fun. Yes. That was rougher at the start. I was still figuring out who I was and who I should be for me. Was well, really the only reason I'm in this city.
Well, okay. I'm not ungrateful. I'm very grateful. You have increasingly been an incredibly, not useful, helpful. There's always reassurance and fresher set of eyes. Don't that opportunity. Being that meant a lot to me. Formally, thank you.
Of course.
But my point from earlier still stands. I am not ungrateful for you, for me being me. But don't feel like you don't have to. Don't feel like you don't. You can be yourself. You know. Whatever that.
Sorry. I did not hear the past whatever you were saying. I got lost in those fresher set of eyes.
Alright. Nothing fresh about him. I've been blowing smoke into him for the last however many hours. Ugh.
I get out of the smoke.
Yeah, you wanna get out?
Why not? Sounds good to me. Yeah.
He leads him?
Yeah.
He leads himself out.
Yeah.
I'll see myself out there.
I'll see myself. Yeah, as I head to the door, yeah, as yeah, I head out and the sound of the artery begins to fade into the background. It's night. Stars are out. Moon down.
I see you get this much light through the alleyway.
Yeah.
Until just now.
Yeah, as you walk out onto the fourth ward.
Yeah.
As, always wanted to help you come into why I'm and figure out who I am. Yes, at the start it was harder. Question. Harsher tone, perhaps. Because
What?
I was more rigid against more well, the monk of the monastery, the noble city born. Can I say I clash? Good mix.
So too.
Think I've mixed quite well.
One joke. It's the same. It's because it's. I'm sorry, I ruined the moment. Sorry.
That's all right. I like you. Ruining moments sometimes.
Think I don't. That's...
As kind of walking out onto the street, glow of a street lamp, the aether crystal within emanating soft, pale light. Well, suppose to keep the one joke from continuing, could get more formal with those nicknames going around. Terra, Terry. I feel like Terry has more energy.
Yeah,
Or-
that's not. I liked him. It's like a little mixed up from Tiara, and that's shiny. I like that, so it's good for me.
reflection kind of leans in and rests their forearm across your shoulder, with kind of hand brushing against your neck, but not actually pressing it or whatnot. Still kind of like you're forming a triangle, not face to face.
Yeah.
I like Terra too.
Shut up. Sometimes I wonder if you're a better than me. I know the kids can't really tell the difference, but they have more fun with you.
Well, there's just as I've on the softer tone from more time from me. Yeah. I think Terra can get a Vaughn gestures back towards the alley. Energy from Terry.
Trying.
And you're doing like I kind of just push you. You kind of stumble a little bit from like the relaxation. Look how good you're doing already.
Yep. Pinnacle of fun right here. It's great. No, that's enough. Yeah, it's been helping. It's been you've been helping. I'm trying to learn. Think I'm doing all right with it. Ish. Driving by myself a little more, but that's it.
You are doing wonderful. As I kind of like shift, like I go to like lean on the lamppost. I lean there for a second, then kind of like shift forward and kind of slip off the lamppost.
Yeah, make a dex save.
Sure, yeah. 6.
Oh no.
Yeah, as I just go to fall.
Hold on. 9. That doesn't help.
you like.
Oh no! Whoop!
Do you like fall over as well, and we just fall over onto the pavement? Yeah, because we're just on the ground.
You know, I don't know why people say drugs are bad. I don't feel pain right now, and that's a good thing.
To be fair, we do need to stop saying drugs and saying potions.
I don't know why potions are bad. Terms of service has nothing against magic.
No, not for that reason. For
okay.
like in lore.
Oh, right.
Because drugs isn't a term in lore.
Right.
Prudes the loss of
Proves
them.
Proves a lot of them.
It's kind of like Terry's hat starts like rolling
No.
along the street.
Not the hat. Wait, that's not real. Is it? Hey, how much is the hat real? I never thought to ask. Is your hat real?
That I kind of look over to the hat. Well, suppose that would tell you what the most real skin is.
Oh god, is your hat skin?
Like I do, like just roll onto my just
Alright.
limp against the ground and just face palm.
Alright, fine. Look, you get. I can't help.
Grab the hat.
I'm gonna grab the hat. I'll go grab the hat.
You pick it up. It's a real hat.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
It is not illusion.
So immersive. It's like I could touch it. I love 3D. Well, there you go.
I suppose.
Hold on. I got.
Like at this point, like I'm like standing up as well.
Yeah.
God. Those subtlety and smoothness are going out the window.
What do you mean? I'm great. I'm just...
I feel most real when I'm you.
Ah!
The skin.
Thank you, I moisturize.
Um,
You know what? That's the best part about losing an arm. You go through bottles less quickly.
yeah, I started kind of like just walking down. As Hawk and just entered more casual conversation. Are you supposed to? Do we need to buy polish for the porcelain? Or is
Oh
it
my
just
gosh!
as it is.
Oh! I don't know. Do we?
We get an artist to paint it?
Not. Actually, I was thinking letting the kids draw on it.
That is a great idea.
I think it's a good idea. I think they'd have fun with it.
Not permanent.
No.
Definitely, we need to get some sort of
There's a water.
maybe
color,
water-soluble
yeah,
pads.
yeah. Or at the
Make sure that the finish doesn't like stain
Yeah.
or whatever.
or at the very least, like a sleeve to put through it, and then they draw on the sleeve so I can like go back to the drawings whenever. That might be complicated.
An idea, though.
It's an idea. I
It
think
is an idea.
I think it could. I think it could.
I mean, what am I saying? I'm rich. Interchangeable plates.
Oh wait, yeah. Plates.
Different porcelain.
Oh right. All right.
Probably. Oh, that might hurt.
Ooh. Let's find out. Ow! Yep, it does. Turns out, yes.
We turn.
How do I turn off my arm?
As you're like wandering through the city,
Turn
there
off
is
switch.
there is kind of like just hours of just walking together, spending time. The streets are mostly empty. You occasionally pass a figure or two walking down the street as well. But by the time you reach the border of the South Ward, you've kind of like walked and you can now like see the wall and the gate kind of down the street after having kind of wandered aimlessly through the North Ward for a while. It becomes very clear to you a certain figure that popped up multiple times throughout the night's walk has popped up just enough times that they're there. Maybe it's just the same cloak. It's a cloaked figure. Whether it's the same cloaked figure or someone, just a bunch of people wearing a cloak. It's night. It's a bit chilly, and I think you might have left your tailcoat at the artery.
Oh.
But
That's why I can see my arm.
you do have something to warm you up, though.
Yeah.
Someone, perhaps.
Oh yeah.
But
Okay. Now. I don't think it's the there. Oh yeah, we're in the same room. So I don't think it's the chance that I'm just paranoid about people with hooded cloaks for obvious reasons. But there's definitely some like the same. There's been don't know do about
that's
it's just a discrimination thing.
well.
I don't know if I'm in like the spirit to fight at this. You know,
Maybe some verification.
on my fingernail. What?
Verification. Gates are bottlenecks.
Okay.
They can't duck in and out of streets. If they are to follow us, they must follow me. Touching.
Oh, I left my tailcoat at. Oh, right. Yeah.
No.
Not right now? Okay,
Yes.
sorry.
So who did you change into for half a second? Go ahead and describe.
I got lost in my eyes, so I turned into a mirror image of myself.
You just reversed
Yeah.
for a second.
Sorry, I was backwards.
Well, if they are following us, they know we're
On
flammable.
fire. Yeah.
Oh, that's better. As I kind of like let go and stumble like forward a bit, turn around through the gates.
Through the gates.
I left my walking stick.
Oh no! That's like my one weapon. Wait, no. I have so many knives. In my coat. It's in my coat.
Magic.
It's yeah.
No, not the yes. As you go through the gate,
Yes.
and probably just like flash your writ, your noble writ at the gate, so that
It's me.
Yeah.
You know what it is.
Lord Voltaire.
Yeah.
What? Is that like a second one walks by?
You're dreaming.
I'm impersonator party business.
We're gonna go to a birthday party and make no sense.
I will actually roll a deception for that.
Yes, go ahead. That's a very wild thing to. I would love to see celebrity impersonators hanging out with
with the celebrities. Yes. As the
that's
the guardsman
that's a
kind
Tom
of
Cruise Ben Stiller movie, I think. Go on.
the guardsman kind of like narrows his eyes a little bit, but then just walks through.
Yeah, it's too late to think.
Go ahead and make an insight check
Ooh.
on the hooded figure following you to try to kind of gauge if, in fact, they are following you.
13. 11 plus.
Hey.
Oh, that's not good for a microphone. Sorry.
You kind of continue walking, you kind of glance back a couple of times, and you can tell that the figure is does follow you through the gates. But then once they're through the gates, they kind of turn off along the wall road and start kind of walking that way. Really couldn't pick up if you were the reason.
You know what? I just learned. So.
You know what? Same.
Yeah.
Some fresh pair of eyes.
You know, we're not so different, you and I. I don't notice things, and then you also don't.
We're not so different, I and I.
These
Pair of fresh eyes.
We're a pair of eyes. Is that anything? That's a pair of eyes.
Lovely.
What do you call it when it's four or something? A group. You know what? Oh.
Well.
Oh, who cares if we get mugged? We're just fine. Oh yeah. Should I just ask them? Should I just ask it? I kind of want to ask.
Walked down the wall road at this point.
They did. You know what? It'd be weird to chase after someone to ask if they were gonna mug you. So I don't.
Hey, fellow, can I ask you about a mugging?
Hey, buddy, wait up! Are you gonna rob me or what?
As the two of you laugh off that and keep going, just into the night. It as walking, and just taking the roads that seem fun. The alleyways in the street, we're taking more like streets and alleyways as they're more walkable. The boulevards they echo. You hear our voice across the street. And the streets and alleyways are, well, tend to be more scenic anyway.
They got
Bushes
murals
across the side. Probably, yeah. They have murals, like paintings and whatnot.
Yeah.
Particularly like a lot of the streets, like they're like open shop windows because this is the trade ward. Some of the streets have like residential for like merchants, and they have gardens and stuff.
Yeah.
There's parks. And the alleyways are significantly wider than the alleyways in the dock ward. You could pretty easily fit a wagon through these alleyways to like offload them into stores.
Oh, you could fit a wagon through this part.
Wagon on top of like dumpsters and stuff. So like there's dumpsters and then still room for like a wagon.
Wow.
To go
Oh, okay. I thought you meant. I was gonna ask, why would you have a wagon on top of a dumpster?
Dude, dumpster wagon, just going down the alleyways.
This thing's so wide, you can fit tall things through it.
as the alleyway is it's quiet and like down the alleyway we can see the I think it's the Honorable Knight statue and park. There's this park and then this large statue of a knight standing. Kind of that's to the west of us, like or kind of between the dock ward. As we're walking down the scenic alleyway, a thumping sound.
Oh.
No, a thumping sound lands, like something landed in the alleyway nearby.
Look carefully around.
Yeah, you kind of look around, and then you see like a kind of a bundle or like a lump, kind of against the wall of the alley.
Alley lumps. Was also someone I noticed very weirdly enough.
As your reflection kind of like puts their arm around you again, and like as you're like laughing it off, like kind of walks over towards the alley lump. Hey, lump, long time no see. As you like walk up to the alley lump.
Classic alley lump.
As you get closer, and then you can make out what the lump is. It's a headless corpse.
Oh no!
You can make out the arms and like kind of like broken from the fall.
Oh. Oh no. Oh, that's a bug. Alright. Do we yell at him now?
Hey! Yeah. So as you like do that, and go ahead and make a perception check.
Great. Ooh, 18.
18 in all? 18 in all?
Yeah. We know
Okay, yeah.
this. I have +0 to
Oh, right,
most
yeah.
wisdom checks.
Especially
perception. Why? Why he doesn't notice stuff.
yes.
The average. But also,
you,
I'm playing him, so I don't notice. Go on.
You notice, you kind of like look around, and first you kind of like look up at where the body would have fallen from, and you see like a figure with like, kind of a shorter figure with like some sort of shimmering like along their side before they like disappear. Like back away from the wall as you kind of look around, and then you see someone coming into the alleyway from the direction you are. Silhouetted at this point, figure silhouetted by the street lights. With silhouette of a
Alright. What is it? What is it? What is it, guys? What? Come on, guys. It was a good night. Don't. Hey. I can't tell if you're looking me in the eyes, but hey. Go home. Just go home. It'll be so much easier for you if you're not here.
Go ahead and make a persuasion check.
With advantage, you said?
Yes. No.
Yeah.
Just a persuasion check.
12.
12. Okay.
I persuaded them to say no.
As yes. You no, there is
hurting
not.
my neck.
As yeah, they're they continue walking, like clearly they were like trying to like slink along the side of the alleyway, but as you start speaking to them, they start like walking like mid, and then you see them halt, and you can go ahead and make a, well, you see them halt, they stop. Remember that it is up to you to say, oh, I want to make like insight checks to like read what they're doing.
I'm absolutely going to.
Yeah, go ahead and make an insight check.
We're making an insight check around.
But
right
for
now.
all future reference.
Yeah. 11.
11.
You know, 11s don't count. I get another chance. You know that?
You cannot tell what is going through this person's mind as you kind of see them like they you can see them like start to pull back the hood a bit. They stop. They start walking towards you again.
Dude! No! Don't... Why? Why? I don't... Listen... Look, man, I left my coat, so I don't have money on me to give you. That's what you're trying to get? But also, you did just behead a random dude. Hey, what's up with beheading people? This is my stand-up, apparently. Hey, what's up with beheadings these days?
I'm not
Have you heard about
entirely
this?
certain that he's wanting stand-up at the moment. Kind of a bit more menacing than that.
I don't... I'm in the middle of something. Pal.
As,
At
yeah,
least
do you try to do anything else?
Yeah, you know what?
Like, are you just talking to him as he's getting closer and closer? Like, he's, like, 10 feet away at this point.
I did already say that I don't have any daggers.
Yes,
Darn.
correct.
Well, that takes out Booming Blade. Yeah, okay. He'd be like, hey, I'm trying to talk to you. At least respond. And then Sacred Flame on my hand.
Okay, so Sacred Flame, what components does that have?
That is verbal and somatic.
Okay, so do remember that verbal is not just speaking, but it's actually like full chants.
Yeah.
Right? So it would be like you...
Yeah.
You're like, I'm speaking to you, and then, like, you begin chanting, and the Sacred Flame is appearing in your...
Enough de... Yes.
Go ahead and make an intimidation check.
Yeah. You know the one thing Voltaire's so good. I say that, however, that is a 25.
As...
It's the height, let's be real. That's about it.
As, he stops.
Aha, I know your pronouns.
Like 10... The figure stops 10 feet away. Thank you, though. The
Solve your puzzle.
the figure stops 10 feet away. And as the light, the fire on your hand is now glimmering, make another perception. As, like, it's casting light across their form. Slightly under their hood.
Oh, 14 is closer than what... Oh! I'm sorry. Might have to say that it was a different...
What?
Spell. I forgot what Sacred Flame does. I thought it was just like having flame in your hand. Flame-like
No.
radiance descends on that creature.
Yeah,
you
so,
can see.
like, what you're doing is, like, how I was interpreting it is you are basically holding your action that you're gonna set... You're threatening to set this guy on fire.
Yes,
Right?
Yes.
So, like,
Blue flame.
as the, you can flavor text the casting of it however you want, so it appearing
okay.
in your hand before it, like, transfers to them
Yes.
is allowed.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it would be...
As, what was the perception check?
That was a, 500. 14.
A 14, as you catch the glimpse of, under the mask, it's definitely not just a face. There's definitely, like more rigidity there, maybe a mask. As you hear, just a moment, rustling. Like, feet hitting cobble right behind you. As, go ahead and make a acrobatics or athletics check to avoid being grappled.
Fantastic. I love being mugged. My favorite thing with a 10. It's my favorite. It's favorite flavor.
As, yes, you, 10 you said in all?
Yes.
Yeah, you get, grappled from behind. As you kind of, your hand that had fire on it gets grabbed and, like, pulled down. As, you can't do the somatic component of casting that spell anymore. As, your other, like, your other hand, he's, like, grappling for your other hand. So you can, while you're grappled, you can still try to do things,
yes.
But the person grappling you, can, like, one, if it requires motion at all, like, use of your body at all,
right.
Then, you will automatically have, disadvantage.
Right.
No, you'll have to make a check to see if you can do it. You have to oppose them.
Gotcha. Taking a new action, does that undo a held action? Like
yes.
Okay.
Yes.
That's fine.
Oh, right. Roll initiative.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That classic little guy. 15.
15. Sweet. Okay.
I should also roll initiative. Didn't I?
Yes. I'm just opening up the OneDrive so that I can put down the initiative.
This Dungeons & Dragons stream has been brought to you by the Dreamscape Storytellers Patreon, where you can have a bunch of perks and also join our Discord. Different perks and subscriptions allow you to have different little gifts and gadgets that when playing with us.
Voltaire is 15.
Yes. Sarah got 15.
Right. Yeah.
Ah, shit.
Dropped it.
You fool!
Get up and re-roll it.
Good, because that was a natural one.
That was on the dice. I am great at rolling today. Sarah, and then Marie, and then
These guys.
yes. As
Hooded figures who may or may not use he him pronouns. I solve your gender puzzle.
okay,
Good for
as yes. As Terry, like equally as grappled, is kind of like trying to wrestle his way out, and like cannot manage to get free. As I actually I need you to actually roll initiative again, because you got 15 and one of them is going on 15.
That's a 10 plus 3, 13.
Okay, they're going right before you. They get the 0.5.
Great. Love that.
0.5. Okay. Okay. As yes, the one that was like walking walks up towards you. And as the figure gets closer, this hooded figure gets closer, they look back and forth between Terra and Terry.
Why don't you ask something only the real Voltaire would know?
At like halfway through you saying that, like the one grappling you like grabs your like mouth.
That's
However,
bad.
do still make a persuasion check. With my die,
Yeah.
I guess, because I grabbed yours for some reason.
Yeah. Persuasion?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, 12. That's weird.
Okay,
I thought
yeah,
it would
you
have been
do hear both a chuckle come from both Terry and the person grappling you. As then you like hear the person grappling you kind of like stifle themselves, because they're like, no, serious. As
It's a very serious mugging.
as the person like looks back and forth. And then hauls off and punches Terry in the face. Hard punch. As they do so, the like wind it's like a leaned in punch, a full slug. As their like cloak the hood flies off their shoulders for just a moment. And you can see the full mask with spikes coming off of it. The masks of the cult. The dragon. I don't precisely know which one of you. Which one's the real Voltaire? But this one would be wise to listen more than they speak. As they slip a dagger out of their cloak.
Okay. Okay.
We saw you. Saw you at the Bright Sword Party. Bringing them out. Out and about. We are everywhere. And you leans in to Terry. And then, like, says something into their ear. Backs up. And the one holding you leans over to your ear. Your childhood friend says, this is your last chance to leave. As then, as now it's your turn.
Great.
After being punched. After Terry was punched in the face.
Am I able to say anything with a hand over my mouth?
No.
I thought not. Alright. That's fine. That's fine.
What do you do?
I'm thinking. I wanna... Oh, you know what? They grabbed my arms, didn't they?
Yeah, currently they're holding one of your hands.
Right.
And over your mouth.
Okay.
Like, other hand over your mouth.
Yeah. I have one hand free?
Correct.
Great.
However, like, they are grappling you. It's not like that's a stagnant position they're in,
Sure.
right?
Yeah, of course.
So, like, they'll still be able to try to give you, like, disadvantage or whatnot, but, like, they don't have control of those limbs, right?
Okay.
So,
and they've got like a pretty like wide stance, I guess, kind of like
yeah.
holding. Okay, great. I'm gonna try to kick their knees out.
Okay, they are behind you, so you're
Yes.
gonna try to, like, pick up your leg and try to kick.
Wrap my knees around and pull my foot forward.
Okay, sure.
I've done it before. It's possible in real life. It's fun.
Okay, yeah, so that'll be a trip attack then. So go ahead
I've
and...
never done this.
I believe that's an athletics check.
Okay.
What? Good job.
It's gone
There it is.
forever.
Okay.
There we go.
Go.
You. Okay. 16. What's the AC of the back of one's legs?
Oh, well, it's an opposed check.
You're right. Darn. Do it again. I don't like it.
As, yeah, you attempt to trip them, and, like, they, like, hold firm, as that is your action, as, like, they're continuing to grab you. They kind of, like, shift you around, so it's more difficult to do that. Yeah. Oh, technically I should have had to make a grapple check to even see if you could attempt to trip them.
Yeah, good point.
Yeah.
Oh, next time.
Yes. Bonus action and move.
Bonus action and move. Well.
Yeah, so you can't move.
Yeah, let me cast Healing Light real quick. Well, I don't have any weapons to do two of while fighting, so no bonus action. And
Offhand attack still works when you have an empty hand. It's just you're empty-handing. But also, you did a trip action, which that's a special action. So it's like you with extra attack and offhand attack, you can't grapple twice. In the same way, you can't trip twice.
Okay, so I could have done a freehand thing.
Unless you're a fighter and have the trip attack.
So next time if this happens, freehand thing first and then an actual.
No, because well, you can still freehand things, right? But your offhand attack is only as a bonus action after your attack action. Like, it's as a part, right?
Okay. Great. Bonus action. There's a hand on my mouth, and I use my mouth for stuff, so I'm gonna
Okay.
bite this dude. I think.
Okay.
As hard as I possibly can.
Yeah, sure. That's
A bad idea?
kind of
Sounds
well.
good.
That's kind of an attack or attempting to break grapple.
Okay,
So that would be an
so not
action.
that. Okay.
You can with your bonus action.
Yeah.
You can't do anything against the grapple anymore.
Great.
You can only do bonus action stuff with what you have free.
Great. Great. Ooh, does that? Darn. Darn.
And your movement speed is 0, so unless you use your move on something else.
What?
You
Oh.
can technically use your move action on something else, not move on.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so like, I rule that drawing a single weapon is half of your movement action. So like, you could use your movement action to draw 2 weapons. You could use your move action to turn it into a bonus action. You could have 2 bonus actions.
Ooh. Thing?
Technically, falling prone is a move action that isn't your movement. That doesn't take movement. Yeah.
Well, there's literally nothing I can do as a bonus action. Hellish Rebuke only works as a reaction if it's on me.
Bonus actions can also be like a single, like, a quick thing to do, like pushing a button, taking something out of your pocket. It can be something like a single ability or skill. You can make a skill check as a bonus action.
Okay.
You can do like an action that would do a single skill check.
Okay.
So like, one example of that would be a perception check. Another example would be an intimidation check meant to intimidate one person.
Ooh, that's what I do. Yeah. But it says one action for that. All right. Oh
Well, if you-
this is the Cult of the Dragon, so they've seen me fight,
Okay.
so they know how. So, one last warning look as intimidation.
Sure, yeah. Make an intimidation check at disadvantage because you are grappled.
Yes.
Towards the one walking at you, I'm assuming.
So 4 plus intimidation.
Or the
6.
one who had just punched Terry. I should.
Okay. That's a 10.
Okay, yeah.
Darn, I don't like
You could
having a mouth.
You could then convert your move action to make another bonus action and make an insight check to see if it what it did.
Sure.
Right?
Let's do that. Yeah. Insight check.
You cannot read this cloaked, masked figure
Doggone
for the
it.
life of you.
Curse you for having all your facial expressions behind a mask.
As
Well,
yes, it is.
thanks for joining us the last 5 minutes of me.
It is now. And in general, if you have to think during your turn in the future, that's your turn done.
Sure.
Right? If you have to take some time to think.
Yeah.
But yes, as then it is those people. And you have done that now. They have people adjacent. Yeah, so let's say that one's grappling Terry. The one grappling Terry releases one of their Terry's wrist. One of Terry's wrists, and then drops a dagger. Goes to shank Terry. I forgot to grab my monster name.
Oh.
I should have it.
Kiara is currently digging through a box full of fingers.
Yep, digging through a box full of fingers. Lady fingers, the snack.
Oh. What is that?
It's
know
like
what
a
the food
cookie thing.
What a... That was
Okay.
named by a man.
Possibly. Oh, Yeah, like tries to shank Terry, but fails.
Good. Keep it that way.
As
Just doesn't.
just doesn't.
Whoops! I forgot the blade goes out.
Yeah.
Ah, still sheathed.
Oh, that's something they could technically do.
Oh, no.
No, I won't have them do
I would love it if you did.
Oh,
Do bad things to
they have multi-attack!
me. No!
That, yeah. That's a 13 to hit.
Yeah. Okay.
And 13 hits. As yeah, just stabs in as Terry is trying to keep in the brief moment that Terry's kind of like distracted with what's going on with you and them. The cultist grappling them shanks Terry and gains the sneak attack damage. Because has adjacent allies. Okay, that is 9, 10.
Terry has Hellish Rebuke. Do they?
As Terry gets shanked in the back, and then concentration on Disguise Self. As they begin to burn up from their legs, as you see goat-legged legs. As then they turn invisible. Halfway through the fire burning through, they turn invisible. And you look around, you don't precisely know. Make a perception check to kind of try to see a source later as a bonus action. But yeah, as Terry is invisible and unconscious. Or down.
From one hit?
They have sneak attack.
Oh, yeah. Forgot.
Yeah.
Don't?
And unconscious for 3 turns. Love it. Okay.
Okay. That feels mean, but okay, whatever.
As yes, it is then the one grappling you, and they also try to shank you because you did aggression.
Yeah. Okay.
Actually,
It's
no,
fine.
they will still covering your mouth. You do feel them let go of your hand. They drop their dagger, and then they hold it to your neck. They are it's like pressed.
Okay.
As unless you want to be like other you, I wouldn't do anything. As it's now as you then the figure that had punched Terry then looks up, and you follow their eyes, and you see a smallish figure with a shimmering, massive blade following after them.
What? What?
As
What?
if the blade being basically as tall as the figure themselves. As this, go ahead and make a perception check. As they jump, from one roof across, from where the first one had fallen, they jump across towards the other, as then you hear a of an arrow releasing, as you see an arrow hit them as they kind of twist, and then, you, look over and you see a figure that they're jumping towards, as the small figure with the glowing blade lands, and then brings down their blade and cuts the figure, as the figure's legs like fall to their knees, and then their torso detaches and falls down to the ground as face up with a dragon mask. As the bow is done, and wearing a cloak. As you kind of look back over at the headless figure, the also cloaked figure. And then now, it is, now Terry's turn, so death save. Ah.
That's okay. Okay.
As it is now, the punchy cultist, who kind of, like, looks back and forth, looks at the, like, invisible held form of Terry. Like, was still, like, kind of being held by the other one, as the other one's like, what? Like, kind of confused. And then they look around. And with fiends, are we? As they, flip back, they flip down a dagger, grab it, and then, as, it sinks into the wall, and a red figure just flies away. A small, very small, red winged figure that you can barely catch a glimpse of.
Okay.
As then, they look up and as then they pull a hand crossbow out of their clothes and like walk back like 30 feet and aim. It is now your turn. You have a knife to your throat and someone aiming at you. What do you do?
You know, one day I will get purely somatic spells that have nothing to do with my voice. And I will use them so much. For now, though, when I have all verbal spells, I want to try and disarm the one with the knife. I throw it and try to take the knife.
Okay, make an initiative check first and foremost. Nat 20.
21.
Nat 20.
Yeah.
As you you go to reach up and then sink it in some, and like you feel it drag. As they do have to make an attack roll against you to see if they hit. That is a 12 to hit.
Does not hit.
As you like pull away, and now you can you're continuing to reach up and grab.
Yes.
Go ahead and make an athletics or sleight of hand check to strength athletics or dexterity sleight of hand check. Get to try to disarm them.
We'll do a sleight of hand, baby boy. 17.
Doggone it! Stop getting nat 20s.
Ooh.
Use a different mine. This is mine now. I'm using that for perception.
As you reach up and they like grab their wrist and like begin to move towards their hand as they toss up their dagger and catch it in their other hand. And then they are like poised above you, and you can see that their arm is like tense and ready to. You do.
Movement, action to try to pull away at all.
Okay. So
I'm still saving a bonus action.
yeah. So you can't really try to move from them.
Okay.
Doggone it.
Because your action was to try to disarm.
Yes.
So.
Okay. So I can't see Terry.
No.
Well,
However, you do know exactly where they are because Terry is being grappled. So, like, you can see the outline of Terry.
great. In that case...
So I will allow that for, like, line of sight.
Thank you. In that case, I'm going to spend all of my healing light to bring me back 46 of health.
Okay.
And I'll do another one. This one.
Oh!
Ah! The danger. 11 plus 3, 14.
Okay, and that's a spell,
Yes.
right? So that's, that is halved. Because fast combat.
Yes. Right.
Very... 7. Okay. As yes. It is... you could switch that, you could have another bonus action or a move action.
Great.
Perhaps, if you wanted to fully tell what that red flying thing was, you could bonus action perception.
I got an
If you
idea.
wanted to try to get a better look at that figure up on the roof, another.
I think I'll do that one.
Okay.
Yeah. Perception on that. With the...
Why did you use that one? You said you were gonna use the white die
This
for
one!
perception.
Look at that! Oh boy, look at that. Wow, 14.
Let me
on
just look up to
perception.
see what you would have seen if you had rolled with that die.
Yeah, give the audience something to play with.
As yes, it is now
This is why he needs blunt stuff. Having a 0 modifier to wisdom.
yeah, the one grappling you does, like, turn around and kind of, like, you feel their boot against your spine as they push you away. As they pull out a hand crossbow as well. And, like, so they ungrapple you, action disengage, pull out hand crossbow. So they get 15 feet away, hand crossbow, and they are, like, aiming directly at you. Great. As then the other one, kind of, like, thinks for a moment, as they are, like, holding this invisible form. And then does the same action, kicks the same direction as you feel this invisible form, like, stumble into you. As then they, like, back up, hold out their crossbow, and aim directly at you. So all 3 of the crossbows are aimed at you.
Doggone it. Well, it's nice to be wanted.
If you can hear me, invisible Voltaire, unless you want this Voltaire to be a pincushion, don't. As now, it is, you see the figure up on the roof, it kind of leans down and grabs their side. Kind of, like a higher, kind of younger, gravelly voice, like, grunting, as then they, like, disappear from the...
Okay.
As it is now, Terry's turn. As, Terry, thanks for one, but also said that, well, after saying they're everywhere, he said shouldn't be found anywhere soon. It's very much double entendre. We're gonna do as they say and run.
Yeah.
Right. As,
Okay.
yeah, you feel, like, Harry grip your arm, and then you hear the snap, or the clink, even, as fire, like, comes up and their the invisibility like shimmers out at the same time as them burning up. You see on the back, you see their back for just half a second of like some pinkish red skin and some like obsidian glass spikes going back as if slicked back. As they run forward and then they turn back into you. They do have a top hat on though. And like they had like the rest of your clothes on, right? Yeah. So they were as then they turn back into you, and run forward and pull you as well, like 15 feet. As the end of the alleyway, basically, another 15 feet, and you will be at the alleyway and like around the corner.
Great,
right? But just barely.
Anyone following?
You look back and no, even the one that you know was like just kept being a half a step ahead of you is just aiming at you as you're running.
Okay.
What do you do?
I aiming the crossbow at me. Make an intelligence saving throw.
Make an initiative. What components?
Verbal.
Verbal?
That's all I needed.
Okay, go ahead and I would like you to make a stealth check to see how quietly you can do that.
Destiny. 17.
17. As you begin speaking, and you're doing it as quiet as possible, but you hear it echo just barely off the cobblestone. You wince as you hear as 3 crossbow bolts begin to fire. Now make an initiative check to see if you get off your spell before they shoot. To see if you can manage to remove one of the and then that is from them. All of them fire before you can cast your spell. As then crossbow is 4. Highest is 14.
14 just hit.
Okay, so 1 bolt lands into you. They do not get sneak attack. They're too far away, but it does do 6 points of damage.
It's fine. That's fine. Got 5 left. It's fine.
Right, yeah, because you didn't take damage.
Yeah.
As... Yeah, you can now cast your spell.
Great. I think I'd like to cast 2 spells at that. Because I was originally going to do Mind Sliver, but they did just attack me. So also Hellish Rebuke is a bonus action.
Oh! Yes, but make a con save.
Yeah, okay.
As rules as written, you can only cast 1 leveled spell per turn.
Good call, good call.
So...
Ooh, that's a flat 5.
Okay, so you do cast both, but you gain 1 level of exhaustion.
That's fine, you know, I didn't need it. They still need to make an intelligence save.
Oh, yes, thank you.
First.
That is a 16.
16. Just beats it. At 2 does how much?
Wait, does Mind Sliver not do anything if I pass?
Oh, good question.
Because most level spells still have an effect.
Right.
if you pass.
Plus damage.
If it doesn't mention anything about fail, then there's...
Yeah, no.
Oh, it's a cantrip. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Then that makes sense.
Hellish Rebuke, Dexterity save.
Okay, Dex save is a frick. Dex save is a, Come on, man. The first one was a 7, but it was cocked. But then the second roll is a nat 20.
Come on, man.
As you... The fire licks back towards them, the blue fire. As then...
So mad.
As then...
I'm so mad.
Yeah. As the center figure kind of steps to the side and moves, as then another figure moves in front of them, and the fire hits them as the figure and looks over as half of his cloak is burned away, red dragon scales beneath. As the fire basically, one of the cultists dodged in fire resistance. So you'll do quarter damage to not the one that you want. But roll damage.
Great. You know what? It's something.
At this point, I'll take anything.
And leveled spell damage.
But
you're a warlock, so make sure to level it up.
7.
Because that's probably not
Right.
because of what level are your spell slots?
This is the first level. Hellish Rebuke. So that's 2d10.
What level is your spell slot? Warlocks only have their highest level spell slot. So go,
First.
Okay, you only have first? Okay. Cool.
On this one.
Yeah.
The other one.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Just double checking.
Yeah.
How much damage was it?
7.
7 damage?
So half of that, that's 3, quarter of that. So.
Yeah.
I made an impact.
As you run, and as you get to the, or actually, do you run? Or are you continuing to run?
Yeah, I'm gonna try. Well, yeah. Exhausted. So, half run. Yes.
1 level of exhaustion does not affect your movement.
Doesn't? Okay, then I'll be running, yeah.
That's
I'm gonna make sure that Terry's, at hand.
Yeah, it's ability checks, doesn't it? As,
keep
you basically, pull Terry the rest of the way.
Yeah.
Right, so half of your movement because you're pulling someone else.
Yeah.
And you get to the end of the alleyway. You can turn either west, direction of your house, or east, the direction of the dock ward. And you're close enough to the dock ward that, the wall is right there. There is the gate.
Like to... There's anyone... If I go home, I don't want them to follow me.
Okay. Yeah. As you kind of, look around, have you used your bonus action yet? No, it is a reaction for Hellish Rebuke.
Right, yeah. So no, if not.
So, yeah, go ahead and, make a perception check.
17.
So you're looking around, and you you look around, do not see anyone else. You do see in the very distance a small figure silhouetted by the moon, with a shimmering sword, a translucent sword that's just kind of sitting there. But you can't quite make out what's happening. Barely see them in the distance. The direction that the cultists are in the way of.
Okay.
You can also tell that the cultists are talking, and the red scaled, the red dragonborn is just gestures at the 2 corpses of Cult of Dragon members, as then the others are talking back as they basically wave at each other, and then one of them points in a direction and starts heading off that way. The other one heads off the other way, and then the red dragon looks back towards you. But they're basically going in opposite, the 2 others are going in opposite. Parallel to the direction road here. Now.
We're just being seen through an alley?
Yeah.
Okay. In that
You do also see like as they split off, a small shape flies like into the sky.
Okay. I would like
Very much get the input. For this trial.
to cast.
Can't cast yet.
Doggone it.
It's still just you
It's
choosing
just
which
one
direction
go.
you're running. Right, you essentially have 5 feet of movement left.
Okay.
Which direction are you running?
Alright, fine. Nimble rights, I don't know if they have any stuff.
Are you saying that?
I don't know.
It's best for the workshop is secret, that not public
Right.
information. They
Right.
don't know where the house is. The Nimble Rights can take the kids out of the city anyways.
Okay, then
Soon.
let's go to the gate. We go.
To the dock ward. As yeah. You guys begin to run down. Go ahead and make a as yeah, you are running. And the red dragonborn runs after you and just like tilts forward and just books it. As they have cunning action and they dash. As it's now a chase encounter.
Oh,
They did, however, dash twice. Okay. As it's now back to like basically if you don't that closes the extra distance. They're 15 feet behind. If you don't dash as well, they would catch up.
the dash.
Yeah. So both Terry and you dash. As you are going, you do an that would have been your action on your turn.
Yeah.
Anything with bonus action.
Okay.
Okay. As then they continue running after you, and they are going to try to double dash again. Okay. As yeah, they are like catching up on you, and you can tell even if you dash, you are not going to be able to keep ahead of this Dragon Ball. What do you do? As Terry and Tara look at each other, what do we do? As dogs are barking at us running by.
Can I cast spells yet?
I mean, can't. Yeah.
Okay,
You
great.
have. It's your turn.
Okay, great.
We're in a chase encounter. Like last
Yeah.
turn was a turn. This turn is a turn.
In that case, I'm going to pull Terry close to me,
Okay.
and in the direction of our chaser,
Yeah.
cast the Arms of Hadar.
Okay. I think Arms of Hadar is.
That's 10.
Isn't it
10
around
feet,
you?
10 feet.
All
erupt-
creatures within 10 feet of you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that would affect Terry.
God darn it! I tried my best. Alright, screw it. Mind Spike. We'll go with that one. That one hurts.
Yep. One needs to happen.
Wisdom save.
Wisdom save.
Yeah.
That's a cocked. That's a 19. They probably still take stuff on a half
yeah,
though. And this is the one that's already taken 1 point of damage.
half as much on a successful one. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, where's the mighty? 8.
So
Eight.
yes,
Eight.
3d8 quartered.
8.
There's another
8.
3d8 quartered because half for fast combat, half because they pass.
Right. 7, 9, 12. So, quarter
6, 3.
3. So 3 points of damage. Psychic damage.
Yeah, as then as then they open their mouth and they begin to like fire is broiling in their mouth. You feel they are raising up their mask. As then Terry says like real quick, one more fiend in the city, a problem?
Not if it's yours!
As they flick, as then fire splits out, and then a summoning a circle like appears on the ground where a rift, just a flaming rift appears, and burning as if almost out of the air walks a flies a large winged purple creature with spines coming off of their head and arms, glowing red eyes, as a spined devil flies out and begins to spear this as fire comes the direction of you guys. Make a dexterity saving throw.
Great. Okay. 14.
Okay. As yes, as that happens, and you pass the dexterity saving throw.
I love
Terry fails.
No!
What is a Dragonborn's breath weapon damage?
That's
It's like
in a color.
2d6 fire?
If it's a red one, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think, yeah. Yeah.
So that is,
That's 9.
that is 9 points, which Terry had 7. You had 5. But it's half, so you take 4 damage.
Okay.
And Harry, despite the fact that they take the full brunt of it, and you are in a real bad way because of taking only part of it, Harry is still up. Hurt looking, but still up.
Good.
As it appears their fire gimmicks are more than just visual. As then you run off into the night. Go into the dock ward. You basically just like run past the guard, and Terry is just demon on the street, and like pointing back, as basically just trying to fast talk their way through the door. Are you doing the same? Are you like?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, Terry will have advantage. Thank you for the advantage.
Of course.
That's, pretty low, though. That's, okay, 10, 11, okay, 14, yeah, that's enough. The guard, like, ah! And then also runs.
Great.
As Terry's like, I guess.
That's a reasonable thing to do.
Just runs. As you run through the dock ward, only some of the lights are lit on the street. A bunch of the aether crystals being stolen. Some of them are just replaced with candles. Traditional street light. As you run through the you kind of go through the down like this main street of the dock ward.
Right.
And I believe it's Ship Street. As you're going, so eventually slow down. Catch your breath.
You're right.
I'm fine. Terry's like looking down back the street. See anyone? Go ahead, perception check.
I don't think
do
numbers
not-
like it when I use my
You
eyes.
do not see anyone either.
Don't see anything. Which almost means there's definitely something.
So what are we gonna say? Can't go back to the workshop if something might still be there.
I don't know. Oh, hold on.
So,
Sure, but probably
sends
best to
across the street.
lay low. So, this. Try self.
Yeah. Clicks as well as clinks as well. In something.
Yeah.
Just yeah, kind of like poorer clothes. Like kind of looking kind of like a sailor.
I turn into exactly what you imagine when I say a woman of the.
It wasn't the other way around.
You know, that's no.
I'm losing my touch.
What? Don't worry about it. Hey, no, you're fine. You're fine. Let's just go. Let's just go.
As yeah, you head off. Probably a cheaper motel. They look for in the Dockwood for a noble, expensive hotel.
Oh.
Come now. Have an experience.
Alright, I'll have an experience. Oh gosh, the pillow's gonna be like weirdly waxy or something.
Yeah, so you head into like a inn. An inn with the rooms just facing the outside. Like enter into where the inn staying. Well, take a room. What's your cheapest? The halfling kind of looks up. Sure. Yeah. Cheapest will be this late in the night, copper each. Yeah. I toss a copper as well. Yeah. You head into the hotel in room. It's got it's a single double bed. There's a single table with like some papers stacked up. Some of them are like a little bit more. Look at the bed. There's just it's not made. There's just a pile of sheets next to it. The mattress itself, like a kind of brown red stain, and another stain, not quite as colorful.
Oh. You know what? Maybe I can. You know, horses do it all the time. I'll just sleep standing up.
We have sheets. Melts back into you. Back into Terry. It's
Lines are as close as they can.
Terry is just kind of beginning to like throws the sheets onto the table and then waves his hand. And the invisible hand grab the sheets, tucking them in.
Oh. This is so much. It's so much.
Aaron. I am. Good seeing you in action again.
My best.
You say that. Outnumbered, out... Tactic? Surprised. I was the one who went down. You got us out. Think about it. A month ago, after the injury, wouldn't even leave bed. Would barely do things. You really think you would have turned around and shot fire at them?
I didn't. I won't even bother arguing. I'm tired.
The bed, the comforter gets draped over the bed. In the fire, and me again. As you get pushed down onto the bed, reflection, begins to, crawl onto the bed. And that is where we will end this session. Thank you guys for watching! And, of course, thank both you and I for playing.
Yes, thank you.
You're both players in this session.
Yes, please, thank me for...
Of course, let's do the quick outro.
Golly.
Then we have some time to do some table talk.
Oh, golly.
Oh, that's the wrong one.
Oh,
Okay,
You know-
that is...
shockingly not the worst.
Yeah, no. I mean, considering that it opened with essentially 3 sneak attacks against you guys.
That worked out nicely.
And started with you guys getting grappled.
Yeah.
Yeah, worked out quite well.
Golly.
You had a savior saving you from archers.
Yeah, I wanna... That's a new one. I think.
But yes, the outro. Of course, if you want to support our stories and help us have more prep time in the future and be able to commit more to this, since we are both full-time students this semester, college students, it would be great to get that financial help. Go support us on Patreon. You would also gain from that a membership tier in our guild, in the Dreamscape Guild. That will allow you to use test content. It'll give you access to modules when they come out, new rules, and allow you priority in the coming sessions. Played on our Discord server, as well as listed on Roll20. Also, please do join our Discord. We play weekly on there, an online game on Thursdays. Would love to have you. Anytime, it would be great to have you guys pop in. And of course, the VODs for this will be on YouTube. As soon as this stream's ends, the VOD will be uploaded. Special thanks, of course, again to Vinsfept and Shane Ivers. Wonderful music, simply amazing music. I love it. Voltaire's theme, that's come up several times, is Faded Dream by Shane Ivers. The family theme is Phantom Dance by Vinsfept. Go check out Vinsfept on Bandcamp and Shane Ivers at silvermansound.com. That's the outros.
Good, I ran out of theme credits.
Yeah.
Music.
That was a lot of fun. It was fun having you have the chance to DM the artery and describe it a bit more.
Yeah.
The artery is a fun location.
I'm glad.
I like that you were like, no, Finchel doesn't bat an eye at 2 Voltaires sitting at the bar.
Hey man, I don't judge!
It's like, twins exist probably, they're probably twins.
Yeah, that's probably what it is. I'm not gonna think of anything else. Actually, let me see. because I pulled up his character sheet just in case.
Yeah.
Oh, he's intelligent, so he just didn't care.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Finchel did show up in the last chapter.
Yeah, he did.
Briefly.
Yeah.
When we first went to the artery, which was before.
Oh, also with the Cult of the Dragon.
Yeah, also the Cult of the Dragon stuff. You're just gonna panic every time I say we're going to the artery.
Yes.
Nah, it's just a good location.
We're going for brunch. Oh no, a drow is gonna hate me or rob me or whatever. Oh, man. I genuinely really never thought until today to think to ask, like, is the hat real? It's something that I never thought of before.
I never really thought about it before either, but I was like, this is that would be a great way to just show Terra, like, have Terry, like, show Terra how much, like, Voltaire is for Terry.
Yeah.
That was cool. Got, I mean, early in the, I wasn't expecting to go down, for Terry to go down. That was a surprise.
Yeah.
Scary. And so I wasn't expecting to, in the same session where Terry was like, nah, I don't have a true form, for Terry's true form to show up, at least partially. What the frick was that little red thing that turned me invisible? I'll never tell.
Oh no. He's a little guy. Just that's all.
Who was the figure with the spectral sword? Real big sword?
Who is the figure with the spectral sword? I don't remember the rest of it.
Yeah, but goat legs, pinkish red skin,
and then obsidian glass?
Obsidian glass, spikes for hair.
I've not heard of obsidian glass. Crypto. But I imagine black glass.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah, obsidian is like a glass-like rock.
Yeah.
Right? It's I think it's obsidian, right?
Sure.
It's like it's real shiny and glossy.
Yeah.
It's like black stained glass.
You need 10 of them to make a nether portal. Yeah.
Which the problem with the nether portal is it's not shiny. Like, Minecraft obsidian is just purple.
Yeah. The closest we get is crying obsidian now, where it's like it's got wet stuff in the and that's a bright purple. And it drips. You cannot collect it though. Which is unfortunate for me, because I want to drink it so bad.
Drink the stone.
I want to drink the stone water.
Yeah.
Sounds nasty, but I don't know why.
It was a lot of fun. I liked, I think it was good to have a one-on-one conversation.
Yeah.
I try to avoid one-on-one sessions as much as possible with guest characters in. But then, like, when I wrote this session, I initially wrote this session for months ago.
Yeah.
For because Gimmick was the only player that was going to be able to be there. So it was like, I need to write one that feels right to be one-on-one, and it's not, like, dragged down by it. So I'm like, yeah, basically, like, talking, first date, maybe?
Boy, that was a lot of actions that were just...
Okay, so as a player, were you surprised when you asked Terry to be forward? And of course, that was the result, right?
Yes, I was.
As a player, you were still surprised? I fully
expected, like, alright, so it's gonna be perfectly explained, and he grabs the back of your head. What? What's happening? What's happening?
Just blows drugs into your mouth. A good old vapor kiss.
Have you ever done that? I only done it with pixie sticks.
Wait, but wouldn't the... Like, just wet, half-dissolved sugar?
Oh, yeah, it didn't work.
Yeah, no, that really would not work.
Oh, no.
Oh my goodness.
No. Well, there was wet, but also it was like, it's not from the mouth. It was like, take off both ends and...
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought, because, like
cigarette.
because he had inhaled
Oh, wait,
before kissing
yeah.
it to you.
Yeah.
So
No, you don't want to inhale pixie stick. That hurts your throat.
Well,
so
yeah, no.
bad.
So like what I was picturing was
Same
like
with
you
the dust
dumping
at the
a
bottom of Sour Patch
you like
Kid bags.
dumping a pixie stick into your mouth and then trying to kiss that into someone else. It's just a glob of sugar.
Come here, babe. I got some sludge for you. It's okay. It's blue raspberry.
Blue raspberry sludge, delicious.
Oh no. Oh, that's unrelated to anything, but I did just remember I write commercials in my spare time, not for any real product, just for fun. And one that what was it called?
Oh yeah, what I'm planning on doing in the future, I wasn't able to do it this session because like we weren't around the rest of the party. But what I want to do in the future is one, have the dogs in here during sessions. And then if they are being problematic, it's just the pseudo dragons.
Oh my gosh, that's so good. That's such a good idea. Yeah, so the product I was trying to write a commercial for is Slinda Slaps Biscuit Slime. It's like, you know when you get like a Pillsbury can of biscuit dough? It's just that, but it's a little more wet.
I think
A little more viscous.
that actually reminds me of like your DMing during like the artery is like that was pretty much the level of absurdism that this campaign really can't get to.
Yes.
Without it actually like being a drug trip or whatever.
Yeah.
A potion trip.
Potion trip. TOS. No, that's not the thing.
No.
Lore.
It's lore, yeah.
Terms of Lorvis.
Because I don't like as long as it's in a game or what, like if we're doing drugs on stream, that's one thing.
Right.
But like you can stream like Grand Theft Auto and stuff.
True. It'd be very funny if they had to turn off the game every single time.
A drug showed up?
Yeah, it's like every time a drug showed up. There comes Heron walking down the street. It's like, drug showed up. Sorry, turn that off. He said a potty word. Let me mute that real quick. I think it'd be very funny to have this. Ooh, that'd be fun to try to stream GTA, but try to censor it as much as possible by hand.
Yeah, just have it on like a second delay.
Yes.
And you just have like a bleep hotkey or something. And like you have a hotkey to cut out the screen.
Oh my gosh! Every time gun violence happens, you just turn it off, but only when a bullet's there. So you have to keep clicking back and forth through the game.
Yeah, you have to like hit it twice, like because like you turn it off for the gunshot, turn it back on, then you have to turn it off for when the person gets shot.
This could be a very fun challenge. I would never do it.
No.
I don't have the hands for that many buttons and that repetition.
But at this point, we are completely off topic. So it's a good time to wrap things up.
Yeah.
Again, thank you guys for watching, and again, thank you Gimmick for playing.
And thank you, Kiara, for playing.
Yeah. This was a lot of fun. See you, as long as health allows, next winter.